The original version of this next song was recorded at Electric Lady Studios, which is where Jimi Hendrix recorded. The studio stayed active after his death, with artists like Miles Davis and Deep Purple also recording there. At the time, Stevie Wonder would keep the studio booked so he could record when inspiration hit. Stevie's bass player at the time said that this was not always convenient for the band. Because he does not have sight, he's not controlled by daylight, he said. So he may begin his night at midnight, which is bad because if they want you to come to do an overdub or something, he may call you at 4 a.m. and say, "Come on in." Wonder wrote this song about the dangers of believing in superstitions. Some of the bad luck superstitions he alludes to include walking under a ladder, breaking a mirror, and the number 13. On this track, Stevie Wonder plays all the instruments except guitar, which was played by co-writer and guitar legend Jeff Beck, and the horn parts also. Once again, the song went straight to number 1. We bring you Superstition. This next song was Stevie Wonder's 5th #1 single. It finds him chronicling his younger days from the 50s to the early 60s when he was just a little guy, growing up in difficult circumstances. Despite living in poverty, he looks back fondly on those days and wishes they could come back once more. It was a simple time when his only worry was, for Christmas, what would be my toy? He wrote the song after attending a Motown company picnic in 1976, where he participated in contests and games. An afternoon in which he felt that he rekindled his childhood. I had such a good time at the picnic that I went to Crystal Recording Studio right after, and the vibe came right to my mind, he said. Elton John said of the album in 2003, "Let me put it this way, wherever I go in the world, I always take a copy of Songs in the Key of Life with me. For me, it's the best album ever made, and I'm always left in awe after I listen to it." Here's I Wish. next song ridicules a wannabe gangsta who is immersed in hip-hop culture not because he truly loves or understands it, but because it's trendy, makes him feel tough, and it makes him seem like he can get all the girls. As Noodle, the band's guitar player, puts it, it's about a kid that tries to mingle with the cool gangsters, and it just doesn't work out. He makes a complete fool of himself. It's about guys who want to be so cool. It went to number 5 on the Hot Mainstream Rock Tracks and number 3 on the Modern Rock Tracks chart. It also reached the charts in over 15 countries and then topped the charts in 9 of these, including Australia, where it went 4 times platinum, making it one of the most commercially successful singles released by this band. From The Offspring, here's Pretty Fly. The next song is AC/DC's tribute to their former lead singer, Bon Scott. Vocalist Brian Johnson said that when the band asked him to write a lyric for this song, they said it can't be morbid, it has to be for Bon, and it has to be a celebration. He then added, well, I thought, well, no pressure there. Then I just wrote what came to my head, which at the time seemed like a bunch of mumbo-jumbo. 9 lives, cat's eyes, abusing every one of them, and running wild. The boys in the band understood it, though. They saw Bon's life in that lyric. The album of the same name has sold an estimated 50 million copies worldwide, making it tied for second highest selling album of all time. The highest selling album by a band, the best selling hard rock album of all time, and the best selling album ever released by an Australian music act. Which may not be that big of a feat, considering the competition is Men at Work, Olivia Newton-John, and Air Supply. Whoa, Mr. Klein. I happen to like Air Supply. They also ranked at number 29 on the 100 greatest guitar songs of all time. Here's Back in Black.